Chaos definitely on the top of the list of the bad guys, but the Imperium's pretty bad. And I'm okay with that because I go into playing Space Marines and the Imperium of Man and the RP of it, knowing it's, you know, it's like when you want to RP the Empire in Star Wars, you know you're the bad guy and you like get into that, right? Sorry, Fartu Jones. Yeah, 40k orcs are like a fungus. They grow in the sunlight. Can't help it. You'd say you'd be a Dark Eldar slave, and it all sounds like fun and games until all the skin is flayed off your body and your skinless corpse that's still alive for the time being is strung up on the front of a spaceship. It's all fun and games. Which was actually true of WoW orcs at the beginning. They had this very tribal mindset, and the tribes were always fighting each other, and they had tons of infighting. And it wasn't until the Legion found them and took control of them and mushed them into the first horde and had them conquer the Draenei and then come through the portal and come to Azeroth, that they actually started getting shit done. The original orcs didn't get any shit done because they were busy infighting each other, right? That's a thing with orcs.
Reckoning is at hand.
Chaos does that too. Well, yeah, where do you think Slaanesh came from?
I shall do what I must.
Exactly. What is this little bug here? It's like a little gnat. Get out of here. Get squashed. You have a question. Okay, hopefully I have an answer. How did you get into 40K? I was in middle school, I believe, and my brothers started going to the game store. I don't know what compelled them to go there. You'd have to ask OTT or B-Morg what compelled them to go to the game store. But my brothers were playing 40K, and they would go to the game store, and then we had like a big table in our living room that they'd play on at home, and their friends would come over, and I was like, I want to be involved. Because for the longest time, I had no interest or personality of my own. I just wanted to do whatever my brothers were doing. So my brothers were doing it, so I wanted to do it too. Latched on like a barnacle.
Here we go again.
I think World of Warcraft was the one of the first times where are you a younger sibling? Yes, I'm the youngest. Was one of the first times I actually diverted from something my brothers were doing and picked up something on my own. And it kind of went from there because we were all playing PlanetSide 1 at the time together with all of their friends and people from the game store. And one of the other people that we played PlanetSide with was like, yo, Kiyeberries, but not Kiyeberries because it wasn't Kiyeberries yet then. You should try this World of Warcraft. It'll be fun. And I was like, okay. And then I got super into World of Warcraft, and B-Mork and OTT did play it a little bit, but never as much as me and never actually with me. So it was one of the first things that I stepped out on my own and did. You can go your own way. So you'd have to ask B-Mork how they got into 40K, because I just followed them like a lost puppy. As I do with all things. Seriously. I was in like middle school. I swear I was like 12. I was small. And B-Mork and OTT were into paintball. And I was like, all right, well then I have to be into paintball too. So I was like a small girl in these big like paintball tournaments. I have to be into that as well.
Combat begins shortly. Your failure will likely follow.
I would greatly prefer your silence.
Yeah, you gotta ask B-Mork.
10 seconds.
I remember us being extreme youths when we were kids. And I had Barbie dolls and they had G.I. Joes. And I would actually, so Barbies, if you've never had a Barbie, their feet are molded to fit in high heels. So their feet are permanently pointed to fit in high heels. And they had G.I. Joes. So I would actually cut the feet on my Barbies to get them flat so I could have them wear combat boots from the G.I. Joes. Yo, my Barbies dated all the G.I. Joes. Or whatever. It might not have been actual G.I. Joe brand. Maybe B-Mork could tell you. I don't know. I also had, and this was the pride of my childhood toy collection. In one Nintendo Power, shortly after Ocarina of Time came out, there was this exclusive Link and Ganondorf action figure. They were like this big, shorter than Barbie. Oh wow, that's weird. Shorter than Barbies, but larger than like some of the other toys that I had. But it was Link and Ganondorf, and you had to order them from Nintendo Power. Like you had to write in and mail in a check, and they sent them to you. And I did, and I had Link and Ganondorf, and it was the best. And then, okay. You know those like horses? Like if you're those girls that just collect the toy horses, they have all the different kinds of horses in different poses and they're like plastic. I got one of those in the colors of Epona, a Palomino. So, like I was legit. To my aid, I'm working on it, Cereal. Okay, I'm one little dragon girl. I also remember being super duper into Street Sharks. I watched like an episode again with my brothers, and I was like, oh, I now love Street Sharks, which might be why I have such an obsession with sharks still to this day. What about Blizzard games? How'd you get that story about playing World of Warcraft was my first Blizzard game, and that's the story. So all the people at the game store that we played 40K with played PlanetSide 1. So we were playing PlanetSide 1 with all of these, like we had like what, 20 people? We had like a whole outfit that we would play with. Like multiple squads in PlanetSide 1. It was really cool. And right after BFRs, Battle Frame Robotics, big fucking robots, were released in PlanetSide 1, that's when World of Warcraft, that was like maybe 4 or 5 months after WoW's initial release in 2004. And one of the people we played PlanetSide with, his name was Ryland. He was like, hey, Kiyeberries, you should try this World of Warcraft. I think you'd really like it. And I was like, okay. And I really liked it and have played ever since. It's true, B-Mork. Could never get that back, but that was fantastic.
Enemy slain.
Exceptional work. Let's keep it up.
As I must.
Pick up this weakling.
Yeah, I don't know if, and B-Mort can probably tell you if he and OZT ever played StarCraft, but I don't remember StarCraft or any of the Warcraft RTSs existing in our house. We did play the heck out of Age of Empires, though. We would play the heck out of Age of Empires. Like, I remember OTT and my computer was downstairs and his computer was upstairs in our house. And we had an Age of Empires, like,
I must take up
I don't even know if it was campaign or if it was, like a freeform game versus, I don't remember that part. But I remember us playing an Age of Empires game with the two of us for literally like 7 hours. Like, we took a break for dinner and then went back to it. And yeah, we did play Dawn of War as well. The only StarCraft games I played through Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm after Heart of the Swarm came out myself. Like, it was far after they were a thing. I need to be 7. I need 7 so bad.
As you wish, mortal.
So you haven't played Legacy of the Void? I have Legacy of the Void. I actually bought the collector's edition and then I never played it. On YouTube, you can watch the cinematic movies where they string along, or they string together all the cinematics and cutscenes into a movie. I watched that for Legacy of the Void, but I never played it. Yikes. I bought the collector's edition because if you bought the collector's edition, you got to play Artanis a week early in HOTS. True story. Artanis' release lined up with the release of Legacy of the Void, and if you bought the collector's edition, you got to play the hero a week early, so I bought the collector's edition.
I must rest, heroes, but I will return.
I see you know who to heal first.
Sorry, I had to get that off of me, though. I am taking too much damage to exist as an Alexstrasza. Did you get the voice speed around? Yeah. I'm trying to scroll up because I missed some things there while I was being a dragon, and I can't scroll up fast enough.
Is appreciated.
Alright, I'm gonna have to just back. I'm out of health to keep healing with, so I'm gonna heal him and I'm gonna go. Meatyard telling us his gaming experience. I remember Command and Conquer because I remember Tim playing it. I remember the voices with like the nuclear launch detected and stuff from Command and Conquer. I think Red Alert. Tim or Brandon would know better which one it was. But I remember the sound effects from Command and Conquer. I also remember when Silent Hill came out. Is that the? As it must be.
We have done it.
Yeah, Silent Hill came out. Watching them play that and definitely pretending I wasn't afraid when I was super de-duper-de afraid.
Have a cheer.
Easily please, you and me both, just subscribe for 3 months in a row. Easily please, thank you so much for your support of the Dinosaur Club. Thank you for being here. Get a dinosaur. Thank you, my friend. And I feel like our dad was there too, and he's like, this is gonna scare Brittany. And I'm like, I'm not scared. I had nightmares for like a week. Crummy, you are not the one to be doing this, but I guess we don't really have anybody. We have Greymane. What am I saying? We have Greymane.
Again, but slowly and painfully.
My health is renewed. Clean kill.
Brittany, my name is actually Brittany. is not a real person's name.
Killing spree. Kneel before me. What glorious death.
I will continue to heal you.
To make my retreat.
You just stay here, okay? You're fine. We're all fine. Hang out. What if you legally change your name to Kiyeberries? Let's do it. I'm down. Actually, at the class, I was talking to Dreadnought, and we were talking about how when you're introduced to somebody with their gamer tag, it can be hard to transition over to calling them by their real name, even if you know it. And he revealed he did not actually know my name. And then we both agreed that Kai was probably cooler than Brittany.
So you do have some fighting.
It's okay, Tyrael and I got this. We definitely have enough DPS for the Immortal. I just, once I've been introduced to somebody in a certain way, it's really hard for me to change my, like, mental, like, what their name is. Like, Dreadnought, I know his name is Wade, but I'm probably always gonna call him Dreadnought. I can't reach Tyrael. I want to, but I can't.
I see you know who to heal first. Our ally requires help.
I'm spamming my buttons, dude. I'm now too low to really keep healing because I'm out of flowers. But I'm gonna try. Who's really low here, Grammy?
Quadruple kill.
Fall back to our ramparts. You make for an admirable ally.
Must I really remind you to choose?
Like, stop pinging me to heal. Look at my health and mana. Look at me. I'm giving it my all, okay?
I'm tired of this battle. These whelps don't stand a chance.
Me too, for about 6 years. And I'm still getting pinged to heal more. Wait, Brad Religion. Your real name isn't Brad?
I will cleanse this land from your corruption.
Oh no.
Spawn.
I'm not even sure what to do with that information. Kind of like when I found out Steve's real name isn't Steve. That was really hard for me.
You survive when wonders never cease. Thwart destroy. Substandardly.
Well, bring me in. I'm a dragon. Actually did not get much value out of that dragon.
Have no fear. I will return to face the demon lord. I swear this.
I figured you were just gonna stay here and take it, Gary, and I was right. That was fake. I'm out of. I don't have anything for Greymane.
Healing me was a wise choice.
Just leave the flower. I'll get another one. What Space Marine chapter? Ultramarines.
Fort annihilated.
Smurfs for life. How about my second Ultramarines army? I'm very committed.
I will convince these mercenaries to join me.
Do I call goofball goofball
The
to goofball
correct
space?
talent this time.
I don't feel bad about it. It's what, like I said, now you're goofball forever. So I hope you're okay with that.
Well done, friends. Keep up the fight. Know your place.
Prepare I will reach your position shortly.
Hey! Speaking of bending the knee to the Dark Lady, guess what I found out today? The voice actor who does Nathanos Blightcaller is the same voice actor who does the Raven Lord in HOTS.
Take this camp and
So if you were like,
bolster
hey,
our ranks.
Nathanos has a smooth voice, hell yeah he does. He's the Raven Lord. Today I learned.
I will deliver this realm from your corruption, Hellspawn.
I got you. Get this woman off of me, though. It hurts. Thank you. Hey, team actually did turn around and protect me very well. Team actually cared about my well-being and saved my life.
Was much
I appreciate that.
We have a team. Killing spree squandered.
Yuki just subscribed for 35 months in a row. That's a lot of months. Yuki, thank you so much for your support of the Dinosaur
Our
Club.
fort must
Thank you
not
for being here for
fall.
so very long. You're a great friend. You get a dinosaur. Maybe, Tien Champ. I hope so. That was my first death, and I'm healing my bunzos off, so I'm okay with it. Also, team is still doing fine in a team fight without me, which is crazy. And Chromie wasn't even there. I need to get to Tyrael. Tyrael, look at you.
Time to make my
I just got here and healed for about 1 billion. I took Tyrael from like 0 life, Greymane from like 0 life.
I must find.
I showed up and healed the crap out of everybody. You're welcome, team. I was dead. They had a great team fight that they were winning even without a healer, but they were all very low, and then I was like, I will save you. I do like Whitemane. I played her 2 games ago. Don't stand still for that, it's bad.
Glorious death. Almost as good as a true. Double kill.
No.
Triple kill.
Come here, 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 come here. I got you, boo. Come to the dragon, mom.
Where I tread, life blooms.
2 seconds. I'll get you, girl. There you go. I guess now that Chromie has Bronze Talons built in, she would be better at the Immortal?
The
Question mark?
light of the crystal arch shines.
Yeah, he keeps
on.
throwing me in dragon form, which is neat and all, but please don't do that.
Let's attack this fort.
Believe without reservation.
I want to be back, so I breathe through my teammates and onto the enemies.
And so
Because she
must
heals
Let the
with her
burning
auto
hells
attacks in
atone
dragon
for
form.
their sins.
So if I was a dragon right now and was attacking this minion, Chromie and Tyrael would get healed. So I don't want to be in the front line. I actually want to be kind of in the extreme back so I can heal and damage when I'm in dragon form.
Blow by now.
Oh no, Tyrael, I'm coming.
Choose a talent.
my purpose shall be fulfilled.
Let's attack
Who
this fort.
challenges me?
Sure. Attack it. That's fine.
Was a wise choice. Kneel before me.
When I come out of this, I might get him. I did get him. And Garrosh, too.
Bring down their capes. Finish them already.
Guys, is good to play Alexstrasza. He's gonna die though. He's not gonna die? Holy shit. He's alive. How? I don't know.
It's a start. A triple kill.
An excellent strike.
A quad kill. Really?
I mean! Gotcha.
Life is worth fighting.
You guys can just stand on that if you want.
Killing spree.
I'm a dragon. GG. That was a good game.
Surprising.
I liked it.
MVP.
Good job. That was a good game. Felt good. 51% of teams' damage healed. Poggers! That's a lot. That's a lot of healing. And yeah, Greymane finished Weezin Duelist too. That's a lot of dueling. Yeah, that is a lot of healing. Yo, suck it, Lily. You stupid panda.